There's a huge difference between a good movie not doing well and a good movie not being allowed to succeed, and maybe very few people realize it, but something exactly like that happened in 2025 with Phule. Originally, this movie was supposed to release 2 weeks earlier on April 11th, but you'll be shocked to know that even the censor board intervened, delaying the release and forcing so many changes that the full list probably wouldn't even fit on a single screen. And for what? Just because of fear of the film's content and subject. But who will pay for the damage now faced by the filmmakers, because hardly anyone even knows this film actually released. Reports say it cost 25 Indian rupees crores to make, but shockingly it earned only 25 Indian rupees lakhs on day one, with total earnings around 1.5 Indian rupees crores. The director is someone you'll probably recognize by face, and after watching the movie, you'll remember by name too. I often wonder, Pratik Gandhi, who led probably India's best ever show, had his Bollywood career almost killed before it even started. Still, after watching Phule, you'll understand why he's in the industry, because he chooses roles without the greed for stardom. Same for Suraj, who rarely appears in films but always delivers something exceptional. He lent his voice for the narration, giving even more strength to the film. Honestly, both actors have performed so well that you'll forget their real identities and remember them with deep respect. Phule is based on the real-life story of social activist Jyotirao Phule and his wife Savitribai Phule, India's first female teacher. Everyone's heard of Mahatma Gandhi, but how many know about Mahatma Phule? Why is Phule's surname connected to Pune's Peshwa history? These important truths are rarely talked about. That's why a film like Phule is so necessary. This film dares to reveal the truths that are usually hidden. Yes, the subject might seem controversial, but only for those who tried to stop its release. Anyone with an open mind will absolutely applaud it. In fact, people deliberately avoided stirring any controversy about this film so that no one would even hear about it. That's how scared they are. Jyotirao Phule spent his whole life trying to change people's thinking, and this movie tries to explain that in just 2 hours. Shockingly, when you leave the theater, you'll find yourself thinking, how can this story still feel so incredibly relevant in 2025? The film tackles so many issues at once: caste discrimination, untouchability, the plight of widowed women, giving education as a weapon for change. And the powerful thing is, the actors' appearances weren't changed just for the sake of transformation. Their characters were written with such strength that the film's impact doubled. The biggest challenge? Some people accuse Jyotirao Phule of being a British supporter. So can this movie change that perception? Can it explain the real difference between Phule and the British government? We all know by now, just being a good film doesn't guarantee box office success. We've seen that in the past few weeks too, so just add Phule to that list. Its content is powerful, the acting is outstanding, and these 2 hours tell you more about history and society than 12 years of school ever did. Maybe it won't make money, but anyone who watches it will carry it in their heart forever, unable to forget these performances. In my opinion, the film's purpose is already fulfilled. If you bought a ticket and watched it, give yourself a pat on the back for supporting real cinema. I won't even give it a rating because the censor board already gave it enough awards by cutting and delaying it, and the film was unofficially boycotted too. But if you're someone who likes to think while watching movies, and if you have the courage to walk a different path, definitely watch Phule. Your money won't be wasted, I promise. Take care, bye.